What's going on, guys? Alex here, the only influencer that didn't sell his soul to the devil.
And me.
And we got Marty. You gotta speak up though, because they can't hear you.
Sorry guys, but I gotta be loud. I did not sell my soul to the devil in the cryptocurrency firm. I mean, look what's happening. You have the CEO of Celsius trying to flee the country. If you didn't know, his flight got stopped and the flight was set to go to Israel. So just letting you guys know, people are trying to run away from what's happening right now in the crypto firm. It's wild.
Yeah, so if you guys have been watching my recent videos and maybe I've been a little bit low energy or I haven't been uploading as much, it's because unfortunately we had a Zoom hack. So somebody actually hacked my Zoom in my group and displayed pornographic elements, which was obviously annoying. And I've been receiving death threats. Now, I'm not gonna talk too much about it because I don't want any more negativity. But I will say that most of this is coming from the fact that I've been speaking the truth the whole time. And I've basically been telling people that we are officially in a bear run and it will likely go below 20K. And I've been helping so many different people. And there's this huge narrative spread that you should just DCA and close your eyes and forget about the market. But essentially I was one of the only views opposed to that because I haven't dipped myself into the illegal cesspool of shilling coins to get paid, undisclosed sponsorships, things like this. They didn't really have too much on me, but I was obviously scared for my life, really. So now I put some security measures in place. I have my concealed weapons permit, as well as a lot of guns. That's why you guys have been seeing this. And I feel comfortable now to spread as much truth as I possibly can. But we're not going to talk about that too much. Again, like I said, I'm not spreading any more negativity around it. Just know that whoever it is, they've definitely been coming for me. And today I want to talk about how to become savage. How to become a beast. How to become a beast in the bear run, right?
Beast of the bear market.
Yeah, we've been doing a lot. Like on my Twitter, we just recently started a competition. So it takes approximately 67 days to develop like a good habit. And one of the things that I do a lot, and it's not even for health purposes, although I am losing weight, it's not even for that. It's for mental fortitude, and all of this is running, right? So I'll explain the benefits of running, but first, follow me on Twitter, Alex on Crypto. Follow Marty. What's your tag?
My tag is Marty Luco, Marty Luko.
Luko?
Oh, Luko, there you go.
You need an easier tag. But follow us on Twitter. We're doing he's not doing it, but I'm doing it. 2 miles every day for 67 days. I'm on day 47 today. Yeah, today was day 47. And actually, if you guys can do the 67-day challenge, I'll gift you a free year of Fundamental Secrets, which is worth $5,000 now. Just like a whole entire free year, I'll gift it to you if you could complete it. Now, there's obviously rules and conditions. Number one, you got to record it and track it on a legitimate running app. We use Nike Run Club. You can use others. But Nike Run Club is the most consistent from what I've seen. And I know there's some people in different countries that don't have Nike Run Club. So do what you got to do. But there's also, you have to do it consecutively. So that means every single day. If you miss one day, you have to start from zero. That's going to be the hardest part. Also, I recommend you don't use any music. So this is really important because you should be listening to your thoughts. You should be listening to those fears, those demons, all those things that you've been running from by distracting yourself with your phone, distracting yourself with music. You're distracting yourself from the pain of life. And running without any of those will help you build that mental fortitude. This is very, very important. And also, I highly recommend one time a week, you do a long run. So usually once a week or once every 2 weeks, I do like a 7-miler with Marty, Dro, Johnny in the morning by the beach. So I highly recommend you guys do that as well. But yeah, if you could do it for 67 days straight, 2 miles minimum, I'll give you a free year membership. This will help you become a savage. Like, look, I'm not a long distance runner. This is not what I do. I'm not even a fitness guru or none of that, right? Obviously, I help you guys with finances and entrepreneurship. But the reason why I keep talking about this is because a lot of you already know, look, 90% of the market is gone, right? I am retail too, but like most of the dumb retail, they're out of the market. If you're still here and you still stuck along, you know something other people don't. You're like 5% of the whole entire market, basically. So the point I'm trying to make here is that you already know the know-how. buy the dip when it gets really cheap, hold into the bull run. That's kind of the gist. I mean, obviously there's more nuances, there's a lot of other things, but you get the gist. Don't get scammed, buy the dip, sell the top. This is like consistent, right? But the thing is that most of you don't know how to do it. You don't have the emotional control to physically pull it off. You get discouraged. You don't have a community around you. Whatever the case is, it's really emotional control. So instead of saying the same thing everybody else has been saying, trying to talk about random irrelevant news, like you guys know the deal. Everybody's like irrelevant technical analysis, irrelevant news, irrelevant this, just to keep up with their channel as influencers, and they want to keep their audience going. That's great. I mean, I'm not going to call anybody out specifically, but I'm just going to tell you what the truth is. A lot of you know the deal. Now you just need to execute, right? And I'm going to tell you that the hard things always. So what have you been doing to help yourself, become a savage in the bear run? Come closer.
I went back to the basics personally. So I'm actually starting to get caught up again on the crypto history, everything from the Bitcoin white paper to the Mt. Gox hack, really, all the hard forks of Bitcoin, really understanding what has happened in the history of crypto, because that's going to give you, like you say, an indication of where things are going to go. You talked about in the last Q&A where you think there's actually going to be another Bitcoin fork probably.
I'm calling it right now. There's going to be a Bitcoin fork closer to the bottom. They're going to try to take over Bitcoin like they always do. If you didn't hear that, they're going to try to take over Bitcoin like they always do.
Yeah, so history doesn't repeat itself, but it does tend to rhyme. So we already saw another, Bitcoin fork. Was it Taproot? Taproot. Yeah, it was back in November. Yeah. It was a soft fork though, right?
Yeah, soft fork.
But regardless, definitely study your crypto history, understand what has happened, because it'll give you an inclination as to what to look out for, in the coming months and in the coming years of the bear market. I also started doing a challenge, so I'm doing a 3-day fast right now. Obviously, I'll admit, it's because Alex Becker did one, but I'll probably try. I'm doing the same exact thing. And then again, just really getting good with the basics. So there's TA, macroeconomics. As much as we didn't want to believe that maybe Fed rate hikes wouldn't affect crypto, it obviously has. So then knowing exactly, what the Feds are going to be looking to do, again, in the coming months is going to give us a better inclination of what crypto, or how crypto is going to react as well. And then trying to see what the next niche is going to be. Every bull market has a theme. So is it going to be smart contracts? Is it going to be NFTs? Is it going to be play to earn again? I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah, just because you guys are not doing the same thing you did in the bull run doesn't mean there's not work to be done. So there's definitely a lot of things that you can do, like studying your history, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not going to go into too much. I want to talk about how to become a savage, okay? That's what I want to talk about, because a lot of people, they just need that little push to get through the bear run, right? Because it's going to get worse. We're going to see one more massive leg down. I really do think this is real. I could be wrong, but I'm very confident. Looking at the sentiment, looking at what influencers are doing, and everything I've experienced, I've been really harassed for speaking negative about crypto. So that to me says that there's going to be another leg down. They need to exit liquidity. So as we move down further, Bitcoin's price, altcoins will bleed out a lot, and it's going to get very hard for a lot of people that basically submitted to the dollar cost average hold forever strategy. You're going to go down more, 30, 40%. I don't know what you got in that, what coin you have, but it's going to get worse, right? So just remember, money comes and goes. Your education doesn't, right? What you do now will pay off dividends in 3 to 4 years. So finding an extra job, doing whatever it takes to just do hard things, right? So the reason why I do running specifically is not because I want to lose weight. It's the most effective at losing weight or anything. It's just simply because when you run, it uses pretty much every muscle in your body. It's like the hardest thing ever. Especially if you do the 67-day challenge, you're going to be forced to stretch. So you can go to the gym for 3 years, bench press, pull-ups, all that stuff, and not ever have to stretch. But when it comes to running, you got to fix your body, right? Or you're going to see imbalance. It's going to hurt. Your back's going to hurt. Your knee's going to hurt. My knee's hurting now, forcing me to stretch, right? So, and not only that, but when you're on a run, you're breathing like hardcore, blood flow like crazy. It's cardio. Everybody hates cardio. And then also you're out there for a long period of time. When we go on a 7-mile run, we're out there for like an hour and a half or something. Like an hour and a half. So running for an hour and a half with no music forces you to listen to your own thoughts, be bored. So there's just so much different benefits. I really can't see myself having a seriously productive day without doing this. Not only that, do you have any thoughts on that?
On the running?
Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, it fixes with your thoughts, and also very similar to how there's a downward spiral, there can also be an upward spiral, right? You start running, you start taking care of your body, you start eating better, you start feeling better, you start working harder, you start learning things at a much faster rate. So it's like, you know, upward spiral, snowball effect, one thing leads to many other different things. And you'd be surprised how even a running challenge like that could be the catalyst, you know, for your life to change as a whole.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, if you don't get sleep, you're screwed. You're not gonna make it. If you smoke like a lot, you can smoke a little bit, but if you smoke a lot, you're not gonna make it. If you get hammered, like you get like obliterated, like really drunk on a Saturday or something, you're not gonna make it, right? The beauty of this challenge is that it's consistency. It's consistency and deliberate. Like, I mean, like one night I did get a little bit too drunk and I tried to go run, and it was the hardest run of my life. One night I slept 3 hours because I was at somebody's house. I was at my brother's house. It was like the hardest run of my life. So it's forcing me to see like all the bad habits and then kind of cut them off.
Pick and choose.
Yeah, you got to pick and choose.
Make sacrifices.
You got to do small amounts. If you want to go out, that's fine, but do a small amount of alcohol. Don't like get obliterated, right? And not when you wake up, you got like obligations, right? That's the beauty of this this challenge. But here's another thing I do, okay? To become a savage. Let me let this guy pass. This guy made his own bike. I don't know if you guys see it. Oh, right there. Yeah, he made his own bike. That was kind of cool. Another thing you do, okay? So everybody got bad habits, man. It could be masturbation. It could be smoking habit. It could be lust. It could be, there's so many different things. Everybody has an issue. Like, what's a bad habit? Like eating too much food, eating bad food. That's like a bad habit, right?
Too much time on social media.
Too much time on social media. There's just so many. What I want you guys to realize, especially in success, especially as you get bigger, and it might not affect you right now, because I got a certain amount of success even keeping a lot of these bad habits. So I made $1 million keeping some of these bad habits. But as you get bigger and bigger, pretty much every single bad habit you ever had in your life, I don't care what it is, it does not matter. It could be the smallest thing that you think has nothing to do with money. You think it has zero to do with money. It will all get exposed, no ifs, ands, or buts. Guaranteed, you will be exposed eventually. As you make more money, it's funny. Look, it's getting exposed right now. Look, we got the. Let's let this pass really quick. Emergency. It's emergency, guys. As you make more money, your bad habits will get amplified. So that small thing that you have, oh, it's not that big of a deal, whatever. I can smoke a little bit of weed. You will smoke 10 times more weed as you make more money. So the beauty of being at the bottom of the bear run, and this is the same for business, same for money, it's the same for you, habits, everything. The beauty is that there's not that much noise and distractions around you. So if you can get rid of them now, during the bull run, it's gonna be much easier to control yourself. Hopefully that makes sense. That's a hard one to come by. But this is what you do to do it, all right? So write down everything that's holding you back on a sticky note. Right now it's this fire truck. But write down everything that's holding you back on a sticky note. Put it on your wall, and then write 3 to 5 reasons why it holds you back. So sometimes I don't make a YouTube. I literally have it on my whiteboard in my room. I have a whiteboard, and literally everything I was trying. A big one. I wrote it big too. And one of them was like smoking weed, right? And weed's not that bad, but at the same time, like it holds me back from making videos, and all these things happen, right? So there's usually like a first order consequence, a second order consequence, a third, and so on. It's like the butterfly effect. So you might think that, you know, doing this one little thing is a bad habit now, and it's only like one negative consequence, but usually it's much, much more. So brainstorm, write down all of the bad things that you do, and then come up with 3 to 5 reasons why it's holding you back, or it could be anything. 3 to 5 reasons to hold you back, or 3 to 5 reasons you need to overcome it. Whatever it is, you get the point. Brainstorm why it holds you back, and then put that thing on your desk or wherever you go every day. So that could be a bathroom mirror after you take a shower, when you're brushing your teeth, or it could be, I put it by my desk. I put it by my work desk. Leave it there and do yourself a favor. Through the bear run, overcome every single one of these.
Slay it.
Just slay it. Don't,
one at a time. People
think that you need to add more into your life to get rich. Really, it's about taking these things away. And I promise you, if you don't take it away and you start making money, it will take you away. I guarantee it. I guarantee whatever it is, it could be the smallest thing, a little porn addiction, that guarantee will get amplified times 1,000,000, right? So do it now while it's easy. If you think, it's funny, I was talking to Gabby the other day, because I've been obviously training with guns, for obvious reasons. But she told me, she's like, Alex, I don't want to go gun training. I'm like, why? She's like, because if it was life or death, I would know what to do. And this is like a common thought that everybody thinks. They think that if you're in the situation, it's going to be easier. That is not the case. If you're in a situation, it gets harder. So why would I trust Gabby with a gun when she's done it like 1 or 2 times in her life? Why would she think in her head, out of nowhere, in a life or death situation, if somebody's trying to barge through the door, she's going to be able to automatically hit someone perfectly in the chest? Like, no, it doesn't work that way. Prepare for the worst now, so that when the money piles on, when the hype comes back, all these things come, you know what to do, right? This is really big and important. But yeah, that's pretty much, if you want to become a savage in the bear run, don't add things to your life, take things away. Take as much of the bad habits away, and then it would be much easier for the good habits. Do you have any thoughts or final, comments?
Yeah, I mean, the bear run is, like you said, it's the easiest time because it's so quiet and so calm. Like, there's not craziness going around. You don't have to worry about what dog coin is taking off right now. You can literally focus on you, your habits, becoming not only better in crypto, but just a better human in general. Nobody ever went backwards from trying to better themselves. You only go forward. So why would you not do that for yourself in general?
Yeah.
And then you being successful in crypto is just a byproduct of that. It just happens to be that you decided to better yourself. You have made more money in crypto this cycle. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, it's like building a strong foundation. But I've noticed over and over again, and you've probably heard this from multiple successful people. I saw a recent tweet, I forgot who it was. I think it was Alex Hormozi or something, what was his name?
Hormozi, yeah.
Alex Hormozi put out a tweet. When you get more success, it's really about doing the basics very, very well and very fast. Like the basics very well, very fast. So all this extra stuff, like, is pretty much irrelevant. And it's so stupid because I know I have to come up with content, right? I got to come up with content. So that's what a lot of people do. They're just kind of telling you all of these shiny objects because they have nothing else to talk about on YouTube, basically. But yeah, here's for me to tell you that you already know the answer. That now it's can you execute on the answer?
Execute.
It's the execution.
A plan without executing is worthless.
Yeah.
Executing is like 90% of the work. The plan is like, just jot it down on a piece of paper, you think about it, now go do it.
Yeah, you got to do it.
You got to come back and do it the next day.
The do it part is the hardest by far. But yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Guys, never sold out, never took a coin sponsorship in my life.
Never will.
Never did an undisclosed paid shill, any of that, never will. Never sold my soul. I bought my freedom back, whatever that means. But yeah, I'm gonna be able to speak as many truths as I possibly can from here on forward. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you like the quality of this content, hit like. If you don't, leave some constructive criticism. Subscribe for more video updates. And like I always say, if you don't get with it, you will get left behind. I'm pretty sure of it.
Catch you guys in the next one.
Catch you guys in the next video.